Hi Aries, and welcome to this 2019 year ahead annual forecast. My name is Sky, and I am here to give you some channeled insights, astrology messages, tarot, and intuitive messages about the year of 2019 for your sign of Aries. Thank you so much for being here and taking the time to check this out. I hope you guys will hit the subscribe button if this ends up being really good for you. But yes, 2019 for Aries. What an energetic and changing year. I think that Aries is one of the most beneficial and benevolent signs throughout 2018 for a lot of reasons, actually. So we've had a lot of fire energy coming in. Of course, you are a cardinal fire sign, Aries. Over the last, 8 years, we've had Uranus in your sign of Aries. And then in 2018, it crossed over the cusp into Taurus and then went back into Aries, here towards the end of 2018. And now we're moving back into 2019, seeing that Uranus is moving back into Taurus. So this is such a huge deal for your sign because you can see that your efforts and abundances that you generated throughout the last 8 years when Uranus was in your sign, you can see that that finally becomes more solid, more tangible, and more secure. So I feel that 2019 right off the bat for Aries is a much more securing year, as we also have Saturn in Capricorn, Pluto in Capricorn, which is also your fellow cardinal sign, but an earth sign. So you see that you get this sort of squared off energy of also building a foundation, building a routine, building a secure, solid platform with which you can channel the incredible Jupiter and Sagittarius energy. Okay, so I know it's a bit jargony right now. I'm talking about all of these specific astrology messages, which I'm kind of, getting ahead of myself a little bit here as well. But yes, Jupiter and Sagittarius, such an incredible thing for the sign of Aries. Your fellow fire sign is being activated by its home ruler of Jupiter, which really gives you a lot of easy, subtle, actually, opportunities for spontaneity, enjoyment, pleasure, rising quickly from difficult situations. It's really, really beautiful, Aries. But before I get too deep into it, I do hope that you guys will take the chance to find my Patreon page, which is linked below. I am doing a sale right now and a special where you can get my 2019 Year Ahead Meta Companion by signing up for a subscription, as well as get my psychic monthly readings early and ad-free. Thank you so much for taking the time to check that out. And speaking of such advertisements, Aries, it feels like this is the type of thing that you need to be doing. So, are you advertising yourself? Are you advertising what it is that you want to do in life? Are you making it clear to the people around you and to your audience, what you need and, the things that you offer and the things that you give away? And I feel that 2019 is such an incredible month for Aries to be able to sell their business, to be able to make their business stronger, to be able to get a good amount of return on whatever investments you're making by making it clear what you're doing and who you're doing it for. So don't be afraid to stand in your desires right now, to stand in what you're striving for, and to associate your identity with what you're striving for. So this is something that I feel Aries struggled with throughout 2018. So you saw maybe a new goal come up in 2018 or a new version of yourself wanting to thrive. So that could have channeled itself as, wanting the divorce, wanting a new relationship, wanting a new career, wanting something completely different than what you'd had before. And a lot of you, I know, saw repercussions and almost this sense of being reprimanded for wanting something new, wanting something different in 2018. And you felt a sense of constraint surrounding the whole idea of new wants, surrounding the whole idea of new experiences in life. And you can still see that slightly in 2019 because, yes, we have Saturn in Capricorn, we have Pluto in Capricorn, these things that sort of recommend the status quo. It kind of recommends doing things the tried and true way. But we have an equal amount of energy moving into new, revolutionary, innovative ways of doing things as well. So it's easier to pick and choose which side you're on this year, and I want you to know that. I want you to know that you can really easily choose the status quo, or you can choose, the innovation, or the rebelling. It seems like Aries can really easily find itself in either or. And it all comes back to shaping your identity and standing strong in your identity. I think that that's one of the most important concepts for Aries in the year of 2019 is standing strong in your identity. And identity is one of those sort of complex spiritual subjects. You know, there are a lot of different opinions about what identity should be healthily and unhealthily, so on and so forth. But it feels imperative. What I'm feeling from the universe is that it feels imperative for Aries to shape some kind of identity, not necessarily something set in stone. Although that's not really bad either, actually. But Aries just has to be honest with what they want with themselves. It feels like when you're not standing in your identity, Aries, it feels like you just don't really know what you actually want, and then a lot of chaos starts to happen because your wants start to channel out in ways that are not actually indicative of how you want to be or how you want to move forward. So yes, I think that it was maybe easy for a lot of Aries to form difficult attachments in 2018, and also addictions in 2018. We had Jupiter in Scorpio, which is a quincunx angle to whatever you have in Aries, and a kind of an addictive energy, kind of a insatiable energy. So when you see that come in a more hard to work with angle, such as the quincunx, you definitely can see that odd types of addiction start to emerge. And for a lot of you, it's not really obvious. It's not really something that's like, yes, I'm like addicted to alcohol now, although for some of you it could be, but I'm feeling it's more so like kind of strange unseen addictions. Like, say you have like a coffee addiction or something, and it's not so much about the coffee, it's about the effort of like making the coffee, or about like driving to the coffee shop that's actually become the addiction. And it's going to be important for Aries right off the bat, especially as we're ending, you know, the 2018 energy, which, by the way, as I meant to mention in the beginning of the video, true 2019 energy does not really start until March, until we get into your time of the year. Aries, you are the first sign, you are the new year energy. But yes, we do have the calendar new year in January, so it is still a societal connection, and we've generated a new type of energy there on account of that. But we have from about January to March to really say goodbye to what we didn't like from 2018, and to really prepare to usher in the new type of energy during your time, during March. So yes, do think about that timeline. But as I was saying, it's really vital to see through past addictive cycles, really vital to see through anything that was really hanging you up, or any like type of compulsion or obsessive compulsive desires as well. Those things can really inhibit your true ambition, your true, you know, desire in life. And it feels like the first part of 2019, so like January to March, it feels that is such a strong period of time to get true with yourself, to get honest with yourself, to get a strong idea of like who you are right now, what you want to be, and what changes you need to make. It's a very strategic feeling time for Aries, it feels to me. And then by the time we get into March, and the time we get into your time of the year, it's so important to feel behind your goals. It's so important to feel behind what you want to achieve, and behind what you have created as well. As I said, the last 7 to 8 years you've had Uranus in your sign, which has created like all of this like inner energy. You've been energized in so many different directions, pulled in so many different directions, and there is a sense of feeling a bit burned out from that, perhaps, not for all of you. So recovering from burnout and sort of reforaging a sense of connection to what it is that you want to do that doesn't generate the same type of burnout is very essential moving into the beginning of 2019. And by your time of the year, I'm hoping that you kind of feel more strongly placed into that solid connection with who you want to see yourself being. The summer of 2019, I feel like is so energetic for you, and I feel like you can see yourself having a lot of fun during that time, and a lot of healing as well. Although there is a sense of not being fooled and not being roped into things which are too good to be true to definitely keep into mind. And definitely I feel your strongest month in the year 2019 to be Libra time, so like September and October, latter half of September, early October specifically. That's a really important period of time, so make sure you're awake and aware of your surroundings, keen on what you want to accomplish, keen on the things that you need in life, because you're going to see some big changes potentially coming in. As you might have seen from some of the other videos in this series, Aries, I am channeling in 2 concepts, which I feel to be affirmations and very helpful in helping you to move through the new year for specifically your sign. And the first one that I came to for Aries was becoming content and solid with yourself. Okay, it sounds simple, it sounds easy. Again, that's sort of getting into that whole identity crisis that we were having come up for Aries. But I want you to really think about what content and solid mean for you? So I feel this to be the Jupiter-Saturn energy, Jupiter representing the content and Saturn representing the solid. And being that they're both in signs that hit you in a very familiar yet impactful way, the merging of solidly content feels to be the most important thing for you. So it's pretty easy for Aries to find themselves content and happy. Again, you're that cardinal fire energy, so you can really easily become motivated and content with what's around you. But can it last? You know, can it be something that doesn't swing down into sort of a bipolar or manic depressive type of experience? Aries is one of the signs that can really easily find themselves in a sort of manic depressive cycle. So making your contentment more solid, your happiness more solid, and also your more difficult emotions more understood and more justified becomes something that is really important with this year, and something that you learn really importantly in this year. The other concept that I channeled in for Aries was no longer seeking excuses to not thrive. So it's going to be really imperative for Aries to not be taking away from themselves, and not be seeing this really incredible opportunity or this really incredible journey that they could take, and knowing that it's really wonderful for them, but then finding some reason that they can't do it, or finding some reason that it's not enough for them. So it's rare in 2019 for something that feels really good, Aries, or something that feels, you know, unarguably positive for your health and well-being, to be actually bad for you, okay? So you've had a few experiences where things that you thought were unquestionably good ended up being something that took a lot from you. So that's not the case anymore. So I don't want you to be like really searching and really analyzing reasons why this situation won't work, or reasons why this will end up going badly, which really does come down to trusting your judgment more and trusting your intuition about what is good for you. And, you know, can there be something struggling there? It's not impossible. You know, maybe there is a need to revamp the judgment and a need to revamp the analytical and strategic instincts. So maybe taking time to heal the instincts, to feel the instincts, to feel the to fuel the instincts, to find out what your instincts are, is probably the most imperative thing starting out 2019, and really becoming able to hone your instincts and being able to follow them in a way that's unquestionably healthy, and a way that's unquestionably supportive of the experiences that you are keen on having in the year of 2019, because Aries should be having fun. Aries should be enjoying themselves. Aries should be not weighed down by too much. There might be a little bit of weight at times, but it should be something that you're prepared and able to face and able to handle with optimism, anything that feels heavy. So I'm going to go ahead and draw the tarot card for you guys for the year 2019. I am shuffling right now. Hopefully it's not too loud and too obnoxious for those of you who are wearing headphones. Maybe give you a bit of ASMR here. I'm just shuffling. I'm looking for an overarching archetype for Aries for the year of 2019. Okay, that makes sense. It fell on the ground. It is Seven of Wands. I'm not surprised. Seven of Wands is a stronger energy than people give it credit for. How strong you have to be to face the opposition, to face the things which are pointed at you, and not feeling very protective, not feeling very safe. There's a tendency perhaps in 2019 to feel defensive, or to have this habitual pattern of being on defense, of being expectant of, you know, opposition coming your way. But to me, this also represents the fact that you are on higher ground in the year of 2019, Aries. You've moved up, you've ascended, you've risen higher. And I think really the true goal of this year is to not see that as people out to get you. Okay, so not seeing your ascension and your healing, your rising over the last year as something only that makes people dislike you or want to take it away from you. Like, something that's not a great look on Aries, I feel, in 2019 is to have a lot of success, or, you know, as an example, like say you release an album or release a book and it does really well, or you have a lot of success with it, and the only thing that you derive from that success is the fact that people are jealous of you, or the fact that people are now copying your style, or the fact that people are now disliking you because of your success, while not really acknowledging the wealth, the benevolence, the options that you've received on account of that success. Like potentially only looking toward the negatives of success is something that you have to watch out for this year. But that to me feels like the only potential negative. There are so many positives. You're going to be so much stronger in 2019, able to stand on a higher platform, able to guard yourself from anything which threatens that, and strong enough to defend yourself from anything which is again threatening that, but to a stronger degree, like strong enough to defend the ones that you love, strong enough to defend what is rightfully yours, but at the same time being able to know when that's appropriate. So sometimes Seven of Wands can be over defensive, as I was saying. So making sure that you're really thinking about a situation and thinking, do I need to be defensive here, or can I just let this be okay? Can I, really hone my instincts and hone these instincts to be defensive into something that really solves this problem? So Seven of Wands needs to solve, not just create more drama in an effort to solve, okay? So really think about that this year. Think about how you can solve any problems in a more permanent and more healthy, healing way for everybody. Something that really helps everybody, not taking anything away from anybody else, not needing control of other people's things, not needing to feel over or domineering, or not needing to feel like the one who's most powerful and has all of the connections to sort of assert a control dynamic onto other people. This is solving a problem and standing in your truth, standing in your instincts in a way that is helpful and healing to everybody and does not create more conflict, okay? Watching out for creating conflict unnecessarily is an important thing for Aries. How strong you are, though. Like, I feel like your body becomes stronger. I feel like your health becomes stronger. I feel like your appearance becomes more attractive. There's a lot of fire energy. I feel like you have, a lot of strong root chakra, sacral, solar plexus energy coming in. So wherewithal, ambition, stronger libido, things like that coming in the year of 2019 can be a really, really incredible thing. But you also have to be careful as a cardinal fire sign. When you get a spike of those types of energies, it can create an impact, and it can sort of be like fire and gasoline. So watch out for explosions, watch out for temper, watch out for being too impulsive. The further we get into 2019, more impulse can be okay, more spontaneity can be okay, but being a bit tentative with that in the beginning of the year, so that it can be done in a more wholesome and healing way, is the true key to thriving in the year of 2019 for you. Okay, Aries, and just remember how strong you are this year. So much more energy than last year, so much more opportunity for strong health and strong physiology, especially for you. The physical health really feels to glow in 2019. For those of you who have really strong Aries placements. I am sending so much love and light to you. Be sure to check out your sun, moon, rising sign to get more insight on your energy in this incredible, impeccable, fiery year. Also, be sure to check out my 2019 Year Ahead Meta Companion written by me. It goes month by month with predictions and insights for the signs during each month. And it also gives just some intuitive messages, some collective healing messages. I think it's a really incredible asset to really plan out this year. So that will be in the center of your screen. You can click that right this second. Also in the description box below. And it's just such a great tool. I really worked hard on it for you all. So be sure to check that out and download that or view that if you get the opportunity. Much love, Aries. Like this video, subscribe, comment if you get the opportunity as well. We'll be talking soon. Good luck in this incredible year for you. Bye.